To downtown, amazing campgrounds, 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Sometimes it's hard to know if substance use is becoming a problem, especially when it becomes part of daily life or social routines. Take the free assessment, Is Your Substance Use Harmful, at myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can understand your risk. You can take the assessment anonymously. In just minutes, you'll get practical, non-judgmental guidance and resources to support your health and well-being. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's.
Herbstreit's in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers that are real difference makers. Sprinkle-cut fries with dynamic ridge patterns, Texas toast, and cane sauce with an air of smugness that comes from knowing you're the best. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup. One love.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel. This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson, BHS LLC, and joined as always on the ones and twos with Harrison on a Sunday that is absolutely beautiful outside. No overcast. Probably, you can tell it's the first weekend of NFL football, but it's perfect football weather, and it's starting to see the shift in season, so can't complain.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I'm going to keep saying it until it's not true. Undefeated in football, undefeated in volleyball. Obviously, we're still waiting for the other ones to get rolling here. Man, what other fall sports am I missing here?
You got softball going on in the area for high school ranks. You got some of the golf going on. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's perfect for about anything that you want to do outside.
Big rivalry, Lincoln, the Lincoln High School rivalry,
the
Lincoln
Southeast and Southwest.
Yep, that one was a good shot. Nick Sainert, they called that one. We had 2 high school games actually that Friday, but no, it's back. I was talking to Jeff too. It's like this time of year, I just get giddy. Every show, I'm like, I'm ready for the next show to start because, I mean, there's a million things to talk about. Now we get some football. We also got the great community shows as well. You put all that stuff together. School's back in session, so I'm in a great mood. Happy Sunday to everybody. 402-464-5685. You guys can chime in as well. Let us know how you're doing, or let us know what you're looking forward to this Sunday.
Well, I like how you said, in great mood, and you asked me how am I doing when I walked in the studio. Of course, you're smiling. Your Bears are still,
undefeated,
undefeated, going to the Super Bowl, and so I'll go ahead and give you that. Thursday night, took a little bit of a lump. The last week or so has been kind of rough with the Cowboys, but they had every chance to win. CeeDee Lamb, like you said, owned it. And so, I think people have talked about that ad nauseum. I'm just excited to see the rest of the year. It was kind of cool to wake up this morning and, I'm a big fan of like that You Got Mossed. And so when that comes on and it's not like a special year-end edition, and it was cool to see Randy Moss back in studio. I saw that he rang the bell and overcame cancer. And so thanks, congratulations to him. And just to see that session back, and you start kind of like, okay, the other broadcasts and those games. And then, you wake up on Saturdays and, they had the Corso tribute a week ago and then game day, and 2 weeks in a row, if we speak about it, like they've hit the field goal. So McAfee's had to given away, I want to say $500,000.
I can't remember if he doubled the last one
today
as well.
Yesterday was 200,000 and 100,000 for charity, and the kid cleared it by literally about a foot. And then the week before, it was kind of funny because the Herb Street's dog had laid some soilings, and then they were jumping up and down, and so I think it was 300, maybe 250,000 that week.
Shout out Jack. He brought his firm is missing talking about that field goal kick. It's probably one of my new favorite traditions of college football. It's a great idea. And shout out to Pat McAfee for coming up with it. I think he's given a ton to charity as well. I can't remember the total number, but like, getting kids scholarships, or not scholarship, but the money to pay for their tuition. And then on top of that, the amount of money they give to charity. And it's just fun. You see a kid like Jack, everyone's like, I don't think he's got it.
And
you got
just
Kirk Herbstreit just like kind of like doubting him right out of the gate. Smokes it, beautiful form. It's just like
the follow through.
Oh, it's just fantastic. So I don't know. I keep saying, but like fall, you just kind of have some of those moments, and especially when you see it in the schools and the universities, high school level, it's just a lot of fun.
Well, I just hope, I wonder, they're not going to do the headgear anymore. And they said that's no longer going to happen. That's going to stick with Corso. If that's something that could like just, go across the country, and before games at different places. I know there's different elements of it, but it'd be cool to see that. Or one of those kids actually get signed and get a tryout, and you end up seeing somebody who just strikes one through, ends up being on the field playing in a game. I know last night, one of the disappointments was a young man from Australia. He didn't get the punt. I mean, it's a good thing, that's the rule. You don't want to have to do that.
Luckily for him, I think it's 2 weeks though. So maybe get
another
opportunity.
Family's going to be here.
I mean, let's hope we don't have to punt versus Houston Christian, but I think they'll get the chance to see him next week.
Next week. Okay. So that was kind of a cool story, and to see that and just to also see how he was, supporting the team. But, with that, there's a lot of other things going on. Just, some shout outs of just good stuff that's going on in the community. And I think that's the focus of the show today is, with the Lincoln Unite component going on down here, starting from 12 to 4, just kind of uniting and celebrating the city. You got the Journal Star Inspire, Rebecca Pearson, who's one of the co-owners of the station. She was a Woman of the Year nominee last year. I do have to give out, September 24th, it's going to be the 11th annual Celebrate Women's Inspire component. And to me, it's the moments outside the ceremony. And I had to bring this one up. And I'm going to have these two young ladies on. It's Essence and Elizabeth Coley. And they are two scholars. They're up for the Young Leaders Award. They're fifth graders at one of the area elementary schools. And we, the award and the winners get nominees. They get, need to get headshots and put their bios in and everything. And they didn't have headshot. Fifth graders, like, I don't know how many fifth graders walking around town have their headshot,
I don't know
outside
if I
of
still
selfies.
have one. So, shout out to those fifth graders.
We're gonna work on that. We want to have everybody at the ticket have headshots. But it was cool when I was just speaking to Michaela Kumke, who's a Woman of the Year finalist, who's the director of the food bank, and shout out to the food bank for all they do to support not only just feeding the bellies of people across the community, but I really think they feed the souls of individuals. But she heard about it and spoke to one of her colleagues, Rebecca Marie, who does photography. And between them and Ava and Bobby, we were able to do a photo shoot. I posted some of them on my Twitter. And these young ladies got a photo shoot on Tuesday. And thank you, Rebecca Marie, for doing that. And what I will tell you is those photos absolutely are phenomenal. And Harrison, it was the girls, and they're twins. It was their birthday. It was their birthday. And so, again, I think when we talk about just this community and what it's all about and who it is, it's so much bigger like I said, than the score. And so it's one of those things that, I think is truly, truly absolutely special. Also had the Hall of Fame component go on. That's always cool. The U.S., you had the 2008, the Redeem team that went back in. It was one of the things for me that I really, really, really love with Carmelo Anthony's speech. And so, yeah, I was watching that, during the game. But he talked about love being in action. And Santi talked about that last week. He said, you sacrifice in quiet faith is louder than fear. For every woman, he was talking about his mom. You are not behind us. You're not beside us, but you're the reason we rise. You don't just shape homes, you shape legacies. And it's the reason I'm standing here today. Sacrificed, made the tear. You sacrificed and you held tears back. And he goes, that's Hall of Fame worthy. And I just, that gave you chill when you just sit there.
If you weren't a fan before, he probably moved the needle
without question.
That speech alone.
Without question. I mean, it was just one of those ones where it's like, wow, okay, this was not was the dude. I think he can come out here and drop 20 right now, but is the dude. And so, you had other people like Danny Crawford, Billy Donovan, Dwight Howard. That's one of my favorites. Sue Bird, Sylvia Falls, Maya Moore. And then you had a lot of the contributors. One of the things I didn't know, there's an Ice Cube Impact Award.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it was an Ice Cube Impact Award. I went to Jalen Rose.
Okay.
And so, I mean, deservingly so, but I just didn't know Ice Cube.
He impacted people.
So got the Hall of Fame. So it is what it is. So, but a lot of different things. Again, I love the fact that this show has the opportunity to showcase love and to bring things forward. And we have two scholars here today that, as we were outside speaking, we have a little bit of a football connection. DP came in, boisterous, showing his team spirit, his pride. And I got to ask y'all, how'd you feel when you saw the Commander stuff come in? Because you told me what team you support. So what team is that? And then we're going to go ahead and formally introduce you.
That team is the 49ers, and I felt really strongly about it.
I like how you said that. You said my team's the 49ers. And just so even keel.
Felt very strongly. Keeping the monotone. Keeping it serious.
Jenna, what about you? How were your feelings impacted by that entrance?
It's a.
She's like, I don't know what I got myself into today this morning in the show. Well, hey, I want to introduce our two guests, David and Jenna. They'll talk about their connections, but siblings. Both of them are also going to be down and involved in the Lincoln Unites. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. But welcome to the show and welcome for being in the space today.
Thank you, Pete.
Awesome. Hey, now you told me the 49ers have the Seahawks today. But you think that's a win or not?
I think it should be a really easy win.
Okay, I like how you put that forward. All right, well, hey, we're going to start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your journey. How are you connected to Lincoln? Who's in your family? Those things.
We have family here. It's just me and my mom, obviously my sister and a couple of my brothers and my aunt. We just moved here like not that long ago. I think like last year around this time.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your journey. Where did you go to elementary, middle, high school? Kind of where did you move from?
I moved from Lexington.
Okay.
It's like 2 hours away, like south.
Okay.
Where'd
you go to elementary school for those Lexington people that are out there listening to you?
I went to Pershing.
Okay.
I almost forgot what it was called.
That's all right. That's all right. He's like, Lexington, so last year. I mean, it was, dude, I told you I've been here a year. Like, that's last year. And then middle school.
Middle school? There's only one middle school in Lexington. I think it's just called Lexington Middle School.
Oh, okay. He says, I just roll by every now and then, take a look. He said, my goal is to get to Lincoln. It's the head down I-80, my man, head down I-80. All right. Who makes up your family? And go ahead. You can, like, I know sometimes it's, people are like, I can't say my mom. I can't say their first name. We're going to let you say their first. They're listening. They want to show them some love.
So you want to know?
Yeah. Yeah, who makes up your group?
I would say my aunts. So my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sister, and then my aunt, um, Danny.
Okay.
Danny Cynthia. It's my other aunt.
Danny and Cynthia, you made the cut. You made the name cut. So, right there, they're excited. They're excited. Got it. Now, I'm going to ask you, got any pets?
Yes, we do.
Okay. What kind of pets you have?
I have a little half breed Yorkie.
Okay.
I don't remember what the other side is. Maybe Jenna.
It's a
knows.
Maltese. It's a Morkie.
Okay. So you're in charge of the animals. All right. Jenna, you got to go ahead and tell us a little bit about the animals in the house and who takes care of them.
Well, right now, her name's Mia.
Okay.
And she's living with my dad because she's in Lexington.
Okay.
In the house there. And so basically, like right now, I think my grandma's taking care of her. But yeah, we've had her for a pretty long time.
Okay. Good stuff.
8 years. 8 years.
8? Wow. Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. So Jenna, tell us a little bit, first off, tell us a little bit about your brother that's sitting here. If you were to introduce your brother to somebody, you got that big smile on your face. It's like, okay, now I'm going to go ahead. Now I get my time. Tell us about your brother. Then I'm going to have your brother tell us about you.
Well, he's really passionate about wrestling. I would say that. He's been, I don't know, he's doing it for a long time. He's honestly, I think he's shy. I think he's kind of like me. So I think like out of all of our brothers, I think me and him are the shyest.
Okay.
So, but he's he also, like I don't know, he's like really into like, because when we're in the car when we're going to school, he always blasting his music.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, he is.
Look at he's like, don't get me in trouble now. Okay, shoot, if you want to keep a ride going. Okay. So what is he listening to? What's on his playlist?
I don't know. It's a lot.
Okay. What's on his playlist that you're like, okay, I can vibe with this when it comes on?
I don't think she really likes any of my music.
I don't know. I can't remember, but like he has different music taste than me.
Okay.
Say that.
Okay.
What's the genre?
Yeah.
It's mostly rap or like Spanish music.
Okay.
Give us what's one of the Spanish artists that you listen to?
I really like what's his name? I forgot.
Just name the song.
I think
What's the song?
Amor.
Okay. I'm sure we got some listeners that
Danny Lux. That's what
there you go.
Danny
See, I
Lux.
knew right there when you had the song. He was like, okay, good, fantastic. All right. So she described you. David, describe Jenna. Describe Jenna to people that may not know her.
I'd say Jenna's a really talented girl. I think she has so much potential, and she's really kind to a lot of people. And I might not say it a lot, but I really do love her. She's amazing person. And I just want to see her full potential. But they say she's really nice to people. She's a lot like me. She's like really shy. But once you get to know her, she's an amazing person.
One of the things is, and I saw your face, Jenna, when you said, I really don't say it enough, but I really do. I love her, and that's, Harrison for me, and when DP and just, Rebecca. When I think about this space, the number of times that we've had individuals like, introduce one another, but say some things. If this space creates that for you to say that, that's fantastic. And so make that a regular habit, because her face just lit up. I know you were looking at me while you were talking, but even now, I mean, she's just like, man, that's the feeling. Go ahead. You can look at her. The feeling that it gave her at that point in time was she can't get the smile off her face.
And good on you for saying that.
Yeah.
Because I had 3 older brothers. And it took me way too long to say I love them, let alone give them a hug. But yeah, I mean, that's stuff, especially, maybe for brothers, it's always a little bit hard, but that stuff goes a long way. You can never tell your family you love them enough.
So what are you all involved in. We talked out there a little bit and got to know a little bit. You talked a little bit about, wrestling and music. And so, David, what are some of the things you're involved in right now?
Right now, I'm involved in wrestling,
Okay.
um, track, boxing, and I'm still doing off-season wrestling. I'm going to open mats. We're going to some meets. There's an upcoming meet soon. It's called Havoc Havoc Heartland.
Okay, yeah.
Talk a little bit for those of us, DP's a huge wrestling person, and the station's very supportive of, in general, high school, but also, collegiate wrestling. Open mats. I wasn't familiar with that term, and so there may have some people that aren't familiar. What is open mats?
So what open mat is? It's not it's not optional. You don't have to go. It's just time on the mat, like for you to get better, time for you to get more skilled. For those who may or may not want to take wrestling serious, but it's still like really helpful.
Okay. And so, Jenna, you're participating in open mats right now. We found out you were engaging in wrestling. What got you interested in that?
Well, all my brothers did 'em. Like, I was always around wrestling, so
Okay.
like, in middle school, I managed for, the middle school girls team there, and, I was gonna do it my 7th grade year, but I got scared and I didn't do it. So, 8th grade, I also didn't do it because I don't know. But this year, I decided to finally try it, so, yeah.
What are you most excited about kind of the upcoming season? Because you talked about being scared, but like to continue to have that drive, and then now in your 9th grade year to participate, that's a big deal. And so, what was driving you to keep saying this is something I'm gonna do?
I don't know. It kind of just seemed fun to do. And like when I've heard other people talk about it, like like they're always talking about how like, the bus rides are fun,
Hmm.
meets are fun. And then, yeah, I don't know.
I think I want to go off of that. Me and my brother Jason, we would kind of like force her to do it, or like lead her into that direction where she would do it.
Well, and it seems like it's a family thing. And so when you talked about, boxing and track and those various components, what do you get out of it? After you do it, we talked about what are doing to get into it, but what do you feel like you're taking away from your involvement in wrestling, or track or boxing?
I'd say the hard work, the dedication of it. It's really hard, and I feel like I could use that into like my future job or just in general, whatever.
Jenna, before we go to break, you both go to Southeast High School.
Yeah.
And so we talked earlier, we had a game, one of our games of the week, Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman did it, Southeast versus Southwest. What about Southeast High School is, different and then the same as kind of from the Lexington community?
So it's different.
Yeah.
Well, um, honestly, I think kind of the diversity. There's like
Mm.
in Lexington, there's like a lot more diversity, and then at Southeast, it's like there's still like groups, but that's definitely different. That's something I noticed. Um, I
What's
don't.
something you enjoy about Southeast High School?
Um. mm,
Or a person you want to give a shout out to?
oh. My like.
It can be a friend. It can be a friend or a teacher.
Hmm. Well, I have a really amazing friend. Her name's Julia. Julia. She's nice. I
Awesome.
have her in my Spanish class.
Love
Yeah.
that. Love that. Well, hey, we're going to go to a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more kind of about that diversity. And today, Lincoln Unite will be kicking off Lincoln Welcome Week here in the city of Lincoln, Nebraska. And so we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at UCLA in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a hotel in scenic Santa Monica, an exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on your game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA is not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at UCLA. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's specials through September 9th are 15% off produce, $1 off all drinks, and 8-ounce grass-fed, grass-finished flat iron steaks for $12.99 each. Plus, stop by for lunch on Fired Up Thursday at the Mercado East or Fired Up Friday at the Mercado North. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrollout.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rollouts, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gannett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gannett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gannett Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GannettTrucking.com.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, bigger than the score. This is Peter Ferguson. And on the ones and twos, as always, Harrison. I always appreciate him being in on Sundays. If you're listening, Harrison, I know we went over on the mothership. We went to some NFL football. If you want to keep listening the rest of the day, how can people kind of tune in?
Yeah, absolutely. So Pete mentioned switching over to NFL. We'll have a lot of NFL on the brick and mortar throughout the rest of the day. I believe it won't be like till way later tonight that we're back live. But on the Bright News Ticket app, if you don't have it yet, that is the app to grab, especially in the middle of fall. A lot of college football, a lot of NFL football. That stuff's going to take over the airwaves, unless it's Saturday. We're going to keep it here, obviously, for game days. So with that being said, make sure you download the Ticket app, because then you can keep it here local. Or, you can always pull up the YouTube live stream and just plug that into your aux as well if you want to do it that way. But Facebook, YouTube, X, Al Channel 961, or the Ticket app. That is how you keep it live and local to what's going on in the Lincoln community. And then, of course, the FM airwaves that's going to carry NFL, college football, college basketball, too, when we get to that point in the season. So just your final reminder. Well, not final. I'll keep saying it over and over. Download the Ticket app. It's how you keep local live right here in Lincoln.
Yeah, well, we got and the city's a buzz, too. So if you're down in the downtown area, there's a lot going on. Come on down to the Mill. We call it the Pocket. And so come on down and grab either an ice or a hot beverage. It's kind of in that transitional season.
You call it the Pocket?
Well, that's what they were saying they were calling it, the Pocket.
Okay, I like
yeah,
the name.
yeah.
I like the
so
name.
I was like, okay, love the reference right there. So, but you can grab an ice or you can grab a hot beverage, and then also you got volleyball going on here with a match against Cal that wind up the Emeritus Classic.
1 p.m. right?
1 o'clock, and had John Baylor in earlier on Next 24. But also we've got Lincoln Unites. And this is the kickoff to Welcome Week in Lincoln, Nebraska. And it is a tremendous celebration that's held annually. A number of different people that are supporting. It starts at 12 o'clock in the Lincoln Community Foundation Gardens at 215 Centennial Mall, at 215 Centennial Mall. 12 to 4, there's going to be activities for youth. There's going to be food. There's going to be games, vendors, performers, and there's going to be a flag ceremony that kicks off things at noon. And so we have David and Jenna that are here in studio. And David and Jenna, as we went to break, you talked about your move and your transition from Lexington to Nebraska. And Jenna, you talked about the difference in the diversity at Southeast that you experienced from Lexington to here. And I think it was kind of interesting. Like Lincoln now has 294,000 residents. That's 26,000, a little over 26,000 more than 2013. The total population has grown 10% since 2013. And when we're looking at those various things, also with that comes an extreme amount of diversity, of enrichment, over 100 some, different languages that are spoken. There's more than 150 countries across the world that call Lincoln home. So speak a little bit just about when you spoke about the diversity of like what Lexington offered and what Lincoln offered. How is that kind of like shaped you as you've come from Lexington and gone to like Southeast High School and said, this is something that's kind of cool that I had in Lexington that I want to keep as I come to Southeast and come to Lincoln, Nebraska?
Like, what do you
and I know that was a lot. We threw in a lot, but just the diversity that you bring, like what do you bring from Lexington to Southeast High School? And David, you can answer that as well. Like, I mean, the diversity, the culture that you bring from Lexington to Southeast.
I'd say the hard work that we bring. Like I worked really hard in Lexington, and I bring it here, and I make other people work hard. I want them to achieve their dreams, their goals, their just everything for them. And so I bring my hard work from Lexington.
Love that. And so, how do you, and Jenna, this because I know that question was a lot. How do you make someone feel welcome? How can you go about in a community, but even whether it's a school, whether it's a home, whether it's a business, how do you go about making someone feel welcome?
Being nice, like being kind is always like probably something you should do, and it makes other people feel welcome. Um, uh, like, mm,
I like one of the things DP always says, like smiles go
oh
undefeated.
yeah, smiles,
And so
smiles.
when you hear that, you were about to allude on that. Smiles go undefeated. How can people make people feel welcome?
Having a smile on your face, it always just makes you seem like a friendly person, and people like they look at you and you're smiling, and they it's not like if you weren't smiling, it wouldn't be like, oh, I don't like they'd send a message like I don't want to talk to you or something, not being like I don't know. That's the smile is always welcoming because that's someone who you want to talk to.
David, you were going to add to that.
Yeah, I wish I was like Jenna, where I always had my smile on, but I lost my smile back in 5th grade.
I don't want to ask about what that moment was, but well, why is that so important? Because you just said, like, you told her earlier that you loved her, and you're like, man, I wish I always had that smile. What is something that brings a smile to your face?
Seeing Jenna talk to her friends, and it makes me really happy. I'm happy that she's found a lot of friends, and I just think that's wonderful for her.
I think about that finding community, when you talk about finding friends, but it's also finding that community. Jenna, why is it important for people to find friends, but also find community?
It's important to find friends because you always have those people by your side. In high school, especially, like, oh, because the friends you make will you'll have maybe not always, but like you'll have a friend. Um, you said something about community.
Yeah, it's the same thing. What is the community that you hope that everybody here in Lincoln has? What are some friends or a community kind of setting that you wish that everybody in Lincoln could have?
Nice friends, not like drama friends. Not like people who support you. Always have your back. Yeah.
David, what does being unified look like to you? Obviously Lincoln United, we're at Lincoln Unite, the celebration's coming. They're going to have flag ceremonies. You're going to have food. You're going to have, games. It's open for families. But what does being united look like to you?
United to me looks like, helping out someone else or helping out people. Say like maybe there's an elder person trying to walk across the street. I think you should go help her or help or even a little kid, I think it's just important to help everybody out.
Okay. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Um,
And it didn't come in 5th grade because you said it took the smile off your face. So what is that best piece of advice that you've ever received?
my brother Jason, he said to me once, when I guess this is kind of more for wrestling, but when you're going into a match, think you're gonna win, you're gonna win, you're gonna win. But when you're in the match, think about the match only in the match and the opponent that you're wrestling against. And when after the match, say you got lucky, you need to work harder. You need to work harder and harder.
I like that. So I like how he talked about just kind of the precursor to it, while you're in the moment, and then afterwards. Jenna, what about you? Best piece of advice that you've ever received?
I don't remember what it was actually. But he told me it when I was at a track meet, um, like right before I was gonna run, and right when I finished it, like I had gotten the best time I've gotten, and my coach was really proud. And I don't know, I can't remember, which I should remember, but I don't.
But it was that feeling. So how did
Yeah.
it make you feel?
Like I don't know, he like when I was running out, I kept it in my mind. That's what I remember, and it made me run faster. And knowing that maybe I could make a difference in my performance, um, if it made my brother happy, maybe.
I like how, sometimes, I've always said it on the show, and I've said it in spaces that I go into. My Angela has a quote. I often forget what people have said. I often forget what people have done, but I always remember how people have made me feel. And so as we go to break, I want you, quick piece. What's one piece of advice that you would give to adults, Jenna?
To adults?
Yeah. You like all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can't talk to adults that way. Yeah. What's a piece of advice that you would give to adults?
Do whatever makes you happy.
Okay. Okay. David, what about you? A piece of advice that you would give to educators?
I would say be who you want to be, do whatever makes you happy, and live it to the fullest.
Love that. Hey, we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson and joined on the ones and twos with Harrison. Always a great Sunday when we get to have scholars and bring in and elevate their voice. We've got David and Jenna here, and they are siblings. I've shared some insight just about their experience. They moved from Lexington about a year ago. Jenna gave us some insight on the dog. And also David told us earlier when we were out in the lobby that Jenna was probably going to be the best athlete, the best wrestler in the family. Am I correct?
Yeah, I did.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Because I'm training her.
Great answer.
Right there. Agent, what are you looking for? 15, 20, 30%? Pay once she goes big?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so with that being said, both of you are after this at noon. You're going to head down to Lincoln Unites, which is the kickoff for the Lincoln Welcome Week. Your mom's heavily involved in that, and we talked about what makes a welcoming community. Before we kind of end the show, tell us a little bit about your future aspirations. What are future things that you want to see happen in your life, David?
I want to see my family looking at me winning state for wrestling, and I want to get a really good job. Maybe go to college. I don't know yet though, and find me a nice wife and family.
Okay, I like that. Jenna, what about you? Jenna's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. We can watch it stay, but I ain't sure I'm going to let my brother go, But what about you, Jenna?
I want to go to college, but I don't know what for. So I think it'd be really nice to go to UNL. Oh, yeah, UNL.
Finish the statement. Love is.
Huh?
Love is. Finish that statement. Love is what?
Love is family.
Love is family. What about you, Dave?
I think love is something that you give to people that you truly trust. And yeah, I think that's what.
What's your welcoming message to we're going to the Unite celebration again. That starts at 12. It goes till 4 at the Lincoln Community Foundation Gardens, 215 Centennial Mall. You're standing in front of everybody there, and you need to give them a message about welcoming. You're welcoming them to that celebration. What's your message?
I think I would say I don't really know what I would say. I think I would say
what's 3 words or 1 sentence you'd say to open up?
Welcome to Lincoln.
All right. Jenna, what about you? 3 words or 1 sentence?
Have fun. I don't really know.
I like that. So, have fun. I think that's something we don't oftentimes do. I think we take it too serious.
Yeah.
And so Lincoln is home to 300,000 Nebraskans. We're a small city with big pride. Food, art, food, music festivals, Husker game days. We celebrate a wide variety of activities, bringing our community together. And I think when you've got David and Jenna Why wouldn't you, with the smile, Jenna, that you have on your face all the time and the one that your brother's getting back, why wouldn't you want to come to a welcoming city like Lincoln, Nebraska? So with that being said, we'll see you next week on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition.